After a moment, the cheerful girl turned and smiled at me. Don't be afraid. I'll protect you. He won't dare to hit you. I looked at her. For the first time, I felt like someone was protecting me. Then I smiled and nodded. Okay, I'm counting on you. Everyone in the private room stared at me in shock. They really had never seen me act so shameless. A grown man actually needed a little girl to protect him. Darian squinted, but ignored the cheerful girl. He sneered at me and said, Cade, can you stop being such a coward? How dare you insult my boyfriend? Just you wait. The cheerful girl glared at Darian fiercely. Then she took her phone out of her small bag and made a call. She said someone was about to hit me and even gave the private room number. In less than half a minute, 7 or 8 energetic young men appeared in the hallway. Each one was tattooed, wearing skinny pants and sneakers. Alara, who's trying to hit you? The leader asked with a dark face. Him! The cheerful girl pointed at Darian. Then she turned to me. Let's go! In a flash, the group of energetic young men rushed forward without asking questions. Darian was immediately pinned to the ground and beaten badly. Enough! Seraphine shouted angrily. But the energetic young men didn't listen to her at all. Cade, tell them to stop. If anything happens to Darian, none of you will get away. I was also worried that these young men might be too rough, so I had the cheerful girl tell them to stop. Seraphine helped the bruised and battered Darian to his feet. Darian shouted at me. Damn, you're looking for trouble, huh? Just you wait. He was about to call for backup, but Seraphine stopped him. Let them leave. I have something to say to you, she said coldly. After the young men left, Seraphine's gaze fell on the cheerful girl. You're leaving too. I'm not leaving. Wherever my boyfriend is, that's where I'll be. The cheerful girl hugged my arm tightly. He's my fiancé, Seraphine said coldly. What happens between us is none of your business. As an outsider, the cheerful girl turned to me. Do you want me to leave? No need to leave, I said with a slight smile. Then she looked back at Seraphine, stuck out her tongue and mocked. Old woman, did you hear that? My boyfriend doesn't want me to leave. Seraphine froze at the way the cheerful girl addressed her. Her face went dark in an instant. Damn, who are you calling an old woman? You want to see if I'll tear your mouth apart? Darian glared at the cheerful girl with a vicious look. The cheerful girl stared right back without any fear. You want to feel what it's like to get beaten up again? You! Darian got so angry that he almost coughed up blood on the spot. Seeing him shut down, I snorted out a laugh. This cheerful girl really was wild and defiant. Seraphine said coldly, Cade, don't blame me for not warning you. If you insist on getting mixed up with this small, low-class girl, then I'll just call off the engagement with you. Old woman, who are you calling small? You want to compare? The feisty young girl never let anyone push her around. The moment she heard Seraphine insult her, she fired back immediately, even puffing out her chest on purpose. The crowd's eyes were sharp as snow. If it came down to size, though the girl was younger, she was clearly better developed and had the upper hand. That made Seraphine feel deeply humiliated. Her mouth twitched, and her eyes turned icy cold. She forced herself to suppress her anger and not argue with the girl. I'll give you only one chance. Get her out of here and apologize to me, or I'll never forgive you. The employees in the company, including Darian and even Seraphine herself, all thought I would eventually give in and apologize. After all, no matter how much trouble there was, would a man really be willing to let go? Before I could speak, Darian, trying to provoke me, pointed at the cheerful girl and shouted, Make her get lost as far as she can, then kneel and apologize to Ms. Vale. Seraphine frowned slightly. She only wanted me to apologize, not to kneel. But since Darian had already said it, Seraphine could only stay silent and let it stand. The cheerful girl looked at me. Do you want me to leave? I shook my head. No need. Cade! Seraphine gritted her teeth. So you really want to break off the engagement? I'll make it easy for you, I said. From this moment on, you're no longer my fiancé. Seraphine stared at me in disbelief. She never imagined she would actually lose to some cheerful girl who had just shown up out of nowhere. A girl like her is so cheap and tasteless. She throws herself at any man who'll have her. Do you even know how filthy she is? You'd really break off our engagement. For a woman like that, have you really thought this through? Seraphine frowned deeply, her voice icy. Before you call someone else dirty, you should ask yourself how clean you are. I glanced at her and Darian. Cade, you'll regret this. Even if you come begging me later, it'll be useless. Seraphine's voice turned ice cold. I just gave a calm smile and ignored her. Then, in front of everyone, I made a call. This is Cade. From now on, cancel all cooperation with the Vale Group. I want Vale Group to go bankrupt.